seed that you have and plant it here. Give it water and time for a day or a year. Take the seed that you have and plant it here. Give it love, give it love. You can sing it with us. Take the seed that you have and plant it here. Give it water and time for a day or a year. Take the seed that you have and plant it here. Give it love, 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 take the dream that you have and dream it here. Give it courage and time for a day or a year. Take the dream that you have and dream it here. Give it love, 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 give it love. Take the song that you have and sing it here. Give it strength and time for a day or a year. Take the song that you have and sing it here. Give it love, 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 give it love.
Good morning. Is this working? My name is Oksana Warbiansky, and I'm a member of the Board of Trustees of this congregation. Welcome to you all. The Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Elkhart is a welcoming community encouraging religious freedom, nurturing individual spiritual and ethical growth, celebrating diversity, and promoting a just and sustainable world. If you would like to learn more about this fellowship, please look at our website at uufe.org and join us after the service for our coffee hour. For the listening enjoyment of all, we ask you at this time to please turn off all cell phones. Also, if you need hearing support, please ask for help at the sound desk back in the corner. Thank you. Fellowship life. Get your pencils out and take notes. Here's a message from Ron Gill, the Stewardship Chairman. It's kickoff time for the 2025 UUFE Stewardship Pledge Drive. Our theme this year is Steadfast in Love and Hope. In these times of rising anger and fear, we at UUFE hope to pull together in mutual support and, of course, with financial support to provide the community with an alternative based on love and hope. Addressed envelopes with pledge flyers, a letter, and pledge forms are available in the stewardship boxes on Ivy Island in the lobby. Please pick yours up today. If you do not find an envelope with your name on it, pick up blank forms on the table. There will be a box on Ivy Island to return completed pledge forms. We hope to have forms filled out and returned by Sunday, March 23rd. Second item. That was from Ron Gill. We have scheduled a seminar on estate planning for those interested in individuals who signed the sheet on Ivy Island. Our new facility insurance group at Indiana Farm Bureau offers these free sessions which address the basics and helps answer questions about wills, trusts, and investments. The seminar is on Thursday, April 17th at 4:30 p.m. here at UUFE. Please contact Ken Claiborne if you have any questions. The Ooey Gooey Succulent Foods Auction is the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Elkhart's annual fundraiser, making its return after 5 years. Mark your calendar for 5 p.m. Saturday, April 5th, for a fun evening of bidding up your next great experience. Auction items will include social events all over Elkhart County, such as river cruises, trivia nights, and wine dinners, scrumptious desserts worthy of sharing, and unique handcrafted works of art. Doors open at 4 p.m. for dinner and drinks for a donation. Make sure also to browse our media table for bargain books, DVDs, and CDs and vinyl albums. Remember to get your Ooey Gooey auction items to Chuck Bauer as soon as possible. And if you have any interest in helping that day, also talk to Chuck, because there's always room for help.
Where's Chuck?
He's not here today.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'm lying.
He'll be back.
Good morning. Welcome to this gathering of love and commitment, of generosity and growth. Whether you're joining us for the first time or have been rooted in this community for many, many years, know that you are welcome here, just as you are, with all the branches of your being stretching toward the light. Today we come together in the spirit of stewardship, reflecting on what it means to be steadfast in hope and love. Like a steadfast tree. I want my tree tied today. A steadfast tree stands firm in the winds of change, grounded in our shared values and reaching ever outward in service and love. A tree does not grow alone. Its roots intertwine with others, drawing strength from the unseen web of connection beneath the surface. Just as the mighty oak stands because of the deep earth that holds it, this congregation stands because of the steadfast care of its people like you. So let us take a deep breath together. Breathe in the strength of this community, the resilience of our shared faith, the hope that carries us forward. And breathe out gratitude for all who came before us, who planted and tended so that we might stand strong today. May this time together nourish our spirits, deepen our roots, and remind us of the power we have when we stand steadfast together. Now let us enter into worship. And so we're going to move to our opening hymn, number 402, From You I Receive. It's a short, sweet hymn, but the words are powerful and perfect as we talk about stewardship. But before, I want to teach you some hand movements that go along with it. So, from you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and for this we live. Easy, right? One more time. From you, I receive, to you, I give. Together, we share and do this. All right. You want to? Okay. Right, guys, if you're willing and able. And look at somebody when you're doing this. So congregations are like forests. They need healthy soil, water, nutrients, sunshine, and warmth to grow. UUFE is a forest, and you all are the trees. This congregation is here to tend to you, helping you grow and thrive. We are fertilizing our soil, your soil, so that you can plant new ways of thinking, being, and acting in our faith. So stewardship is more than just ponying up money to support this congregation, because we're asked to. Stewardship is deeper than that. It's about caretaking, nurturing, sustaining this fellowship that we so love, so that it might be enjoyed generations yet to come. Stewardship is a sacred and holy commitment that we enter into with reverence. It's a time when we consider, once again, what is important to us as individuals and as a community, and what value do we place on them. It's been said that if you really want to know what a person values, just look at their checkbook or credit card statement. It's a little funny, but there's some truth in that. As you consider making your pledge this year, I invite you to remember that statement and ask yourself what it is about this fellowship that you value and what it's worth to you. And I hope that in your generous pledging, you experience the holy, whatever that may be for you, in a new and profound way. And to start us off today, I'm going to welcome Oksana and Dwight up to the front to share some words about why they pledge.
I'm back. What this church means to me, I love our banner, Steadfast as a growing tree. The first time I walked in here, I saw this beautiful view out the window, and then I got to know the people. Actually, I knew some from before because I met people in the community, and we would talk, and they'd say, oh, you should come to our church, you'd fit right in. And I said, I already go to church. I don't know. But one day, Dwight and I were getting ready to go to our other church. And I said, oh, what the hell? Let's go to this church and see. And I came in here and I was floored. That was it for me. The best people in the world are here, and I love everybody. And I want this to go on forever. I want the next generation of people to have this place to come to, and that's why I pledge.
Hi, I'm Dwight.
May I introduce my husband?
Hi, I'm her husband. My name is Dwight, and I know everybody here, and that's a great thing because that's why I keep coming back. I know you. I love you. I've always said that. I'm not scared to say that to anybody. If you're a UU, in my heart, you're special and more special than a lot of people I know. Why am I a UU? I could talk for a long, long time, but it's the words that Reverend Dan says. It's the actions that we take together as a community. It's how we interact with our fellow man. It's the compassion we show toward animals. It's the love in our hearts that we have every day. Sometimes it's hard to get out. But to be more practical, it's 7 principles that move me every day as a UU. It moves me to go to the General Assembly this year in June for the first time as hopefully a delegate. It moves me to be a better steward of the universe, of the world that we live in, the grounds that we keep. The 7 principles are mine. You can have them in your own way, but they changed my life because of the conciseness and the compassion and love that are written in them by people who have that same feeling as me. So I take these with me all the time, wherever I'm at. But I'm here because of you. I'm here, and I pledge because of you. I don't want it to go away either, dear. So, thank you for the support you've always given me as a congregant, and I'm going to give it right back to you. Love.
Our chalice lighting this morning was written by our own Reverend Dan. We light this chalice as a beacon of steadfastness, like a mighty tree rooted deep in the soil of our shared values. Through storm and sunshine, in seasons of abundance and scarcity, a tree does not waver in its purpose. Its roots intertwine with others, its branches stretch toward the light, its very presence a gift to the world. So may we stand firm in our commitment to this community, grounded in love, giving with generosity, and reaching always towards justice and joy. As this flame burns bright, may we be reminded, stewardship is not just what we give, but how we grow together. Let us be steadfast. Let us be generous. Let us be like the tree. Blessed be, and let it be so. And now if you would join with me in saying the unison covenant, which is in your order of service. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. This is our covenant. I invite you now to rise in body or spirit as we sing hymn number 128, for all that is our life.
Stand, please. For all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift, which we are called to use to build a common good and make our own days for needs which others serve, for services we give, for work and its rewards, for hours of rest and love, we come with praise and thanks. For all that is our for sorrow we must bear, for pleasures big and loss, for each new thing we learn, for fearful hours that pass, we come with praise and thanks. For all that is for all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift, which we are called to use to build a common good and make our own days I want to share a story with you guys by my colleague, Reverend Lynn Gardner, called Sustaining the Tree of Life. So the tree stood in the middle of a village. Its trunk was so large that it took 6 people holding hands to reach around it. The roots were strong and wide, and its branches spread out over the village square, offering shelter from the rain or shade from the summer sun. Its fruit was juicy, sweet, and plentiful. The people of the village loved the tree. Children played beneath it and climbed its lower branches. Young people knew that if you whispered your dreams to the tree, they were more likely to come true. People who proclaimed their love or friendship for one another beneath its branches found their relationships to be nourishing. And elders discovered that their sweetest memories could be counted on when they were near that great tree. Now, the tree had been witness to so much. And when the breezes blew through the leaves, one could hear echoes of generations, laughter, conversations, dreams, prayers, and songs. Animals loved the tree too. Rabbits lived in the burrows under the roots. Squirrels and monkeys lived in the branches. And bats and birds flew in to eat the abundant fruit. The trees seemed to buzz with life. One day, a merchant arrived in the village, and he rested in the shade of the tree and ate 2 pieces of the delicious fruit. "This fruit is incredible," he said. "I would like to have some to sell in the next village that I visit. Who owns this tree?" "No one owns the tree," replied the villager. "If anything, we belong to it." "Well, then if no one owns the tree, then no one will mind if I pick the fruit," said the merchant, and he began to fill his basket. "I mind," said the villager, "and today I am the keeper of the tree." "What do you mean, keeper of the tree?" "Well, we each take turns being here with the tree. We could never own it. We are here as protectors, as sustainers." "That's ridiculous. The tree doesn't need you. You could just take what you need, take what you want. The tree will continue." But the villager couldn't be persuaded. "Sir," he said, "this tree isn't like that. We don't come here to take from it, even though we receive much. We are keepers of the tree because this is where we are nourished. This is where some of our most precious memories are, and where our people have dreamed. This is where we remember who we want to become." "Well," said the merchant, "you may think this tree is very special, but it still doesn't need you to sit with it. That's preposterous." "Ah," replied the villager, "the tree itself may not need me. But what of others who come by? Just this morning, I sat with a woman whose heart was heavy with sorrow and worry. Had I not been here, she would have had to carry that weight alone. And this afternoon, a tired couple came by and they rested with me. And they said they had been looking for a place like this. And then an elder came by and we watched the birds in the branches together. And now you are here. You are confused about what this tree is and how to be with it. Imagine if you had arrived and not found anyone here to talk with you. You might have continued thinking that everything you do is all about you. Luckily, my friend, I'm here to let you know that when you care for the tree of life, it becomes about so much more than you." And the merchant sat for a while, thinking about these ideas that felt new and a little challenging for him. And as the sun went down, he picked up his bag and headed out of town, whistling a song that he hadn't thought of in years. And on his way, he shared a smile with each person he met, his heart feeling strangely light and joyful. And the people of the village, they continued to sustain the tree of life, to care for one another and to share their gifts with grace and gratitude. And may it be so for each of us. And now I'm going to ask the children if they want to go to their class. All right.
It is time for our offering this morning, and it will be shared with the Center for Healing and Hope. Please enjoy this musical interlude as the offering is being collected.
I spent a long time running, I never knew then what I know now. That the fruits, they always come in, but you can't go around just knocking them down. It takes a long time to show in. We plant the seeds then, and we look at them now. But the roots are always growing, no matter if I'm there or never around. Whatever grows will grow, whatever dies will die, whatever works will work, whatever flies will fly, whatever fails will fail, what's meant to soar will soar. I am planting seeds, nothing It's like your whole life, you've been training for this moment, and when the time comes, you just disown it, meaning you just surrender, don't control it, not interested in the clay pots and mold it, or sitting next to the path trying to unfold it, or waiting for the fruits to fall down toward you, let it go and now you're flowing, feeling quite gorgeous, so you take steps away instead of towards it. What a rush, feeling freedom with nothing to hold. We've been taught that what you touch will always turn to gold, and now we're learning when we let it go, it overflows with no credit to take, cause no credit is home. A higher power working deeper where the seeds are sowed, and when the seeds are true, then they're seeds of gold. But the real gold is joy when life starts to flow, and when it does, you just smile cause now you know. I spent a long time running, I never knew then what I know now. That the fruits, they always come in, but you can't go around just knocking them down. It takes a long time to show in. We plant the seeds then, and we look at them now. But the roots are always growing, no matter if I'm there or never around. Whatever grows will grow, whatever dies will die, whatever works will work, whatever flies will fly, whatever fails will fail, what's meant to soar will soar. I am planting seeds. Whatever grows, will grow. When it grows, it grows. Whatever dies, will and when it dies, it dies. Come on. If it works, it works. Whatever flies, will let it fly, let it fly. Whatever fails, will fail. When it fails, it fails. What's meant to soar, will soar. When it soars, it soars. I am planting seeds. Whatever grows, will grow. Let it grow, let it grow. Whatever dies, will die. When it dies, it dies. Whatever works, will work. When it works, it works. Whatever flies, will fly. Let it fly, let it fly. Fails will fail. Fails and fails. To soar will soar. Let it soar. I am planting seeds and nothing more. Nothing more.
You know, when you smile, it just helps someone to know that you're cared about and that you love them.
In the interest of time, I'm going to bypass the meditation that's in your order of service, and we'll go right to our next hymn, which is 123, Spirit of Life. And please remain seated.
Let's remain seated and sing this meditatively. I don't know how many times she takes it here, maybe once or twice. Spirit of
I love trees. Not only are they beautiful to look at, they convey a sense of deep wisdom, patience, and strength to me. Their strong trunks tirelessly support the upper boughs and limbs with ease, while the branches gracefully flex and bend in the wind. And we all know that trees have a complex root system that anchors them deep into the ground. But scientists have learned that these root systems can communicate with other trees, and they can actually lend aid. Trees of the same species are communal, living in an interdependent and cooperative relationship, not unlike an insect colony. They share water and nutrients through these systems, and they also communicate by sending out distress signals about drought, disease, insect attacks, and the like. And the other trees alter their behavior when they receive these messages. In other words, the trees are strong and flexible, and they take care of each other. Our fellowship is also strong and flexible and takes care of each other. We too are deeply connected and live in a cooperative relationship with one another. This is our history, and this is the legacy we can leave for future generations. We all are the trees in this community. We have young adult saplings, we have tall, mature fruit trees, majestic oaks, and we have children and grandchildren in our lives who are like little sprouts growing up in their own unique way. What a blessing it is to have such a splendid forest of trees sharing community together. In some native languages, the term for plants translates to those who take care of us. Here in our little forest, we take care of each other. We work hard to tend and weed and water and nurture, and in doing so, we sustain the health of the whole. We have grown strong trunks to lean on during difficult times. We've grown lithe branches for resiliency and a strong root system that can send messages of love and care and support. And maybe most importantly, we have become adept at healing and growing around obstacles. It's like when you walk in a forest. You can see knots where certain trees were wounded. We can see burly outgrowths where a limb may have been cut off. When the trees heal themselves, they often grow in a new direction when they encounter things in their way. The new directions they take make them more beautiful. This congregation has weathered many storms, maybe lost a few limbs here and there, healed, and has somehow grown around numerous obstacles. The sheer force of our collective strength is indeed formidable, but so is our beauty, our resistance, our wisdom, and our creativity. We are fortunate for these gifts and are truly blessed. So today, I'm asking us all to think of this fellowship as our forest sanctuary, our resting place, our home, our people, a place of deep connection and roots and quiet strength. Yet, as with all things, our forest is aging. Our mighty oaks and majestic tall pines that have sustained and nurtured this community are becoming tired and in need of rest. Some are no longer able to support our community, and some we have lost. We now face the reality of figuring out how to not only sustain our forest and keep us from further deterioration, but also how to grow future generations. Well, sometimes forests go through a lot of change. Sometimes they burn. I saw the pandemic as the fire that has ravaged our forest and many other congregations as well. And though at first sight we only saw destruction, I think the fire may have served a greater purpose. Because as you may know, some conifer trees release their seeds only when the forest burns. Often forests are purposely set on fire for controlled burns to help managers thin out the old growth. I like to think of that old growth as ideas that just are not serving us anymore. They had a purpose, and now they have a new purpose by kindling new solutions and planting new seeds. So in many ways, the pandemic gave us an opportunity to reimagine our future and to plant new seeds from the ashes. We've done good work together, but we still face some significant hurdles, obstacles that we need to figure out how to grow around. We absolutely need to invest a significant amount of time, energy, and money into bringing new members into the fellowship. If we don't, we will wither over time and eventually die. We might consider hiring a growth consultant to help us get where we want to be. We need to continue to strengthen our RE program and to attract younger families with kids. We need to invest in community outreach and build more relationships beyond our walls in order to be more visible and relevant in our community. And we need to continue and expand our social justice efforts, especially in these trying times of political and cultural division. We need to remain current with new technology and equipment in order to continue to offer quality online worship experiences. Thank you, guys. And there's a lot more. And all of this takes money, a significant amount of money. In short, this stewardship campaign will help us fulfill our dreams of the future and keep us relevant for years to come. So as I see it, we're at a crossroads that will determine the future of this congregation. As I said before, I think we're in a liminal, transitional space of the almost but not yet. What comes next depends on the decisions we make right now. We can choose to keep the status quo, stay as we are, and slowly fade away. Or we can choose to lean into our great strength, wisdom, resiliency, and creativity to go into a more vibrant future. So what do we want to do? I hope we choose to sow stewardship seeds that will create the forest, the fellowship that we have dreamed of. Let's build loving community and plant the seeds for growth by making financial commitments to fertilize our soil. If you did not pledge last year, I ask that you think about what this fellowship means to you, what value you've received from this community, and to do some soul searching as to what would be a fair amount to give back in return. Now, please remember that we understand that not everyone in this congregation is financially secure. We understand that some people may be struggling and burdened with money issues. So if you're only able to pledge 20, 30 bucks, that's okay. Small pledges count too. You're still part of this community and we love you. If you pledged a modest amount last year, thank you for your financial commitment. You are the foundation upon which everything else rests. This fellowship depends on you. As such, I would like to encourage you to consider increasing your pledge, if you are able. If we have a strong financial base, strong roots, then we have a greater chance of withstanding the droughts and storms and other unexpected events. We have a greater chance of not only surviving, but also of thriving. And if you were one of our top pledgers last year, your generosity is greatly appreciated. This fellowship has asked much of you, and you have responded with love and dedication. For you, we ask that you maintain your current level of giving or increasing it if it feels comfortable. To wrap up, stewardship asks us to put down roots just as UUs have been doing so for years here. As descendants of our Unitarian Universalist ancestors, as well as the founders of this congregation, we're benefiting from the trees they planted. And it's now our turn to plant. There's a Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Let us plant the trees of our future today. And may that be so. So we're moving on to a special activity, a little seed planting ritual. So like I said, stewardship is about more than sustaining our congregation. It's about planting the seeds for our future. We don't just give to keep the lights on. We give to nurture something that will outlive us, something that will grow strong and steady like a tree with deep roots and open branches. So today, as a symbol of our commitment to this community, we'll plant seeds together, tiny, humble beginnings that remind us that great things grow from small acts of love and dedication. So our stewardship is a kind of planting. Our gifts, whether time, talent, or treasure, are seeds of possibility growing into the shared ministry of this congregation. So today, let us plant our seeds together. And if you would like to, we have 2 tables set up here, and I believe we have sunflower seeds. So will our table people go to your table, and if you so desire, come up and plant a seed or 2 in the cup. So we just had an idea from the gallery that was suggested that if you so desire, once it gets warmer and once your seed is sprouted some, to bring it back and we'll plant it here on the church grounds and have a bunch of sunflowers together. Yeah. So it looks like everybody's got their seeds. So I'd like you to join me in a responsive reading. It's not too long. So the words should be up on the screen. There we go. We plant these seeds. May our roots grow deep. May we be steadfast as the trees. May we nurture what we plant today. Thank you. So may we tend to one another as we tend to these seeds, with love, with patience, with faith in what will come. Blessed be, and may it be so. So please, I invite you to join with me as we extinguish our chalice. The words are in your order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And I leave you with these final words by Michael Schuler. If you are proud of this fellowship, become its advocate. If you are concerned about its future, share its message. If its values resonate deep within you, give it a measure of your devotion. This fellowship cannot survive without your faith, your confidence, your enthusiasm. Its destiny, the larger hope, rests in your hands. Go in peace. And now, instead of our normal postlude, I would like to introduce to you the closing song that the East Liberty congregation uses at the end of every service. It's become a beloved tradition, so I think you'll like it too. Not that you have to adopt it, but I just want to introduce it. It's called Go Now and Live Your Religion. So the word should be up on the screen. I believe she plays it twice. So it goes, go now and live your religion. Its truth reflect in all you do. Go, may love's presence ever guide you. Live the good life the whole day through.